Hey guys, welcome back to my lives. It's been a long time since I've been live. Well, mostly it's because I didn't want to disclose my environment where I was, and I didn't want to attract unnecessary evil eye or attention. But at least now, you can't really know where I am unless you track me by what. But so I was like thinking on like, okay, I need to go back live on social media. Speak my truth, speak my mind, talk as much as I used to, because why not? Lord, it's only gonna be a few minutes, but it will be enough for me to just initiate that conversation with myself or with you guys about, just life observations and stuff. Like 2025 is coming to a great end, right? Most of us have experienced a lot of things. Most of us experienced a lot of things. We have met new people. We have tried juggling a lot. We have tried encountering people who are above us, who inspire us for greatness. And you always ask yourself, now what do I do? I mean, I was inspired, I was motivated, I believed that I understood what was told to me, but now who am I, Vele? Do you ever just sit with yourself and ask yourself, who are you? Because now, for example, like I'm saying, let's say you are meeting a person for the first time and now you need to start initiating a conversation. And that person just tells me about yourself, automatically just shut down. You don't know who you are. And that says a lot about us humans, that do we even know who we are? Do we even know what we are lying through? Do we know what is waiting for us? Do we know what are we expecting for ourselves? Do we know what is waiting for us? Or do we even know what is our career options? Because most of us, I have realized that we are those who just choose what's available for us. We be like, okay, this is my talent, so my talent goes with that. We don't create new opportunities. We don't create our own platforms. We don't create our own opportunities. We just limit ourselves to what the world says. Oh, this is what you are, then we can put you there. And what? So we grow up molding ourselves to that particular image or position that is available to us, rather than to create that position for ourselves. I mean, there's so many jobs, businesses, everything that have been created, and we all live through it. We all create those opportunities, right? But there's some jobs that were created by a person saying, I cannot limit myself to just be in this position. Therefore, I need to motivate to create such a position. And we all need to, like, I feel like we all need to align ourselves to say that I don't have to have this position, only I can create a position that goes with me. Yes, this environment is for me, but do I really have to be there? I mean, you could find yourself that there's a reason why you're still there. It could be that there's alignment waiting for you. You are to create something, not for you to be in something. You are to pave a way for people who know that this is who they are, but there was no position like that created for them. So now you are the one to create that position for people who come after you with that same alignment. So when I look at myself and I realize that I am not the one to be in something that is already existing. I am the one to be creating something for something to exist. We are those people who pave a way that people never knew there was a way to be paved for. So that's why I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I'm on a standstill because I am the one to break the wall. I am the one to go through what was non-existent and create existence. Maybe I'm the one I'm the one to lead the way for those who didn't know there was a way. And I look at myself and I'm like, maybe that's who I am. That's what I'm destined for. This is who I am. I see myself not only as a glow voice, I see myself as a leader. I see myself as a person not only to manipulate but to influence greatness. I'm not the type of person to just be in an environment because an environment is there, but I'm able to be in an adaptable environment. An adapter to environment. Like I always say that any environment that I'm in, I can fit in because I see myself as a chameleon. Because what can I not fit in? Who said I can't fit in? I can be influenced. I can be part of something, but I should not be influenced by it. I should influence the environment that I am in. That's the whole purpose of me choosing the career path that I currently have as a communicator. My job is not to be there, but for me to make sure that whenever I step in, there is something of change. I am to make sure that I manage the change in that environment. I am an inspiration to great thought. I am an assistance to implementation of future greatness, something that will open doors for those who never thought they could be great. So that's when I realized that Bila, I am more of a strategic communicator leader. And people see that they just need me to understand that for myself. And I realized that this is what makes a lot of people choose the wrong jobs. When they go to university, they say, I'm going to study this. But they never sat down and asked themselves, what can I do? What do I want to do? Do I just want to have a job and have a car and a house and I'm stable? Or do I something that makes me fulfilled in life? And what makes me fulfilled in life? Let's put alcohol and partying and friends away. When you're by yourself, what fulfills you? That's what made me realize, well, that's actually the direction I want to take. Not only do I just want to see the world, I want to see how people talk, how people communicate, whether it's with words or the body, and how can I engage with such greatness. Do you get what I'm trying to say? How can I get an environment and quickly adapt to its environment and be able to infuse myself with that type of environment? That's what I see in myself when I see myself in greatness. Oh my goodness. Yo, Lena, you must not wear black clothing at night. Wear bright colors. Imagine if I didn't see these people. So I realized that a lot of people choose jobs because, one, dad is a lawyer, I'm going to be a lawyer. Mom is a doctor, I'm going to be a doctor. And then you get there and you create a havoc in the work environment. Some of you even go and study 7 or 4, 3 years or whatever, only to just want to change again because you never sat down and asked yourself, oh, who am I? What do I want? If we think about it, a lot of successful people sat down and asked themselves who they are, and they stood by it. People attacked, did whatever, but they reached where they needed to be. They were not confused by the influence environment, or they were not feeling pressured by the environment that they were in, because they knew that no matter how big the pressure or no matter strong the pressure is, they could actually suppress the pressure because they knew who they were. That's why you find people wherever they are, that person knows where they stand because they know who they are. They know their loyalties, their values, their morals, and they know to what extent they will have to go to break those morals and values. And that's when I looked at myself for is this the morals I put for myself, or is this the morals and values that other people have put, and I to say this is what I believe in, and not what I actually, but I believe it because I was molded to believe in. And that's why we live in the purpose of we learn and learn, and we really learn because how to behave like this. But then you realize that no, I don't have to do like that. So you unlearn that value and you relearn that this is who I'm going to be. Most people, they have reached the ages of 40, 30, and they don't know what they're doing. And they ask themselves why they hate a particular person for being like a ring, for knowing who they are at a young age, because they actually sat down and asked themselves, oh, is this what I want? They didn't just go with, oh, this is a available course, I'm just gonna go for that course. Oh, I'm gonna get this job because they pay a lot on the internet. Sure, you get that job, you're miserable at that job, you don't even have time to do what you love. At least where those people where they say, I choose this job for me and then I'll use what I love as a hobby. Some jobs don't even allow you to even look at your passion as a hobby. You find yourself at 50 miserable and hating. And then you ask people, like for my example, myself, I do a lot for the job, the position that I have. Because why? I love it. I love the fact that I get to talk, engage. Even the processes, even they are annoying. But because I know this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, I can even knock off at 11 o'clock at night if I have to. Because why? I love it. I remember when I was back in primary school and they were saying, do an unprepared speech. And I stood in front of my classroom and the applause was they were so lively. I could feel myself being vibrant. I'm like, this is what I love. I did this for grade 4, grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, even in varsity. And I was so like, this is what I want. Talking to people. This is what I want to do. Provide information to people. Engage with people. Train people. Build people. Create relationships. That's what I love. And not only that, I knew I also had a gift which I took from my mom. She didn't do her passion. She decided to do, standard producers or no, we're gonna choose the job that's available. But she knew deep in her side that she liked fashion designing, which she went to school later on when she was 50 to do the fashion design. Imagine if she went to the right course when she was still young, not having to choose those basic jobs like nursing, teaching, and all that. But imagine if she actually took that job that she really loved. I mean, I would see the glow in her face earlier. But now, at least she did what she wanted, and you can see the glow even now. But my point is this: do what you love, and make sure what you love makes you get you the money and the life that you need. I love my job, even though, let's say, it doesn't give me millions right away. But I realize that every stage in your life gets you to where you manifested and tried or are wishing for. I mean, for me to talk and influence or redirect people's characters, I need to know people at different levels, whether they're young or an adult, whether it's stressful or toxic, friendly, nice, religious, environments, poverty, rich, whatever. I need to understand people in different levels so that I'm able to understand the complexity of human beings, human behavior, understanding how people work, how people connect. Those are the type of things that make one realize, oh, when I stand in front of these people, this is what I'm going to attract them with. This is what I'm going to get with them with. This is how I'm going to engage them with. When I compile a presentation and I'm saying I want to talk to the people of Blaking ESO, this is what I'm going to be talking to. This is what the type of issues or the type of topics they want to be engaging in. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's the type of thoughts when you realize that this is who I am. I'm in the right environment. But is there a position that fulfills who I am? Then you realize, oh, I need to create that position for myself. I need to create that position that is non-existent to great existence. Because what happened? Anyway, I'm so easily distracted, or maybe I'm just a black person who likes drama. But my point is that as much as I rediscovered myself, I mean, right now people are like, at this age you should know who you are. Yet I mind you, there's professors and teachers who have done dissertations and masters and received awards, but yet they still didn't know who they are until they decided to put their titles, achievements away, and they realized that this is who they really are. That's when you ask people, why would a person leave such a good paying job or this type of environment just to live at the village? It's because they realized who they really were. Jesus Christ, the bottles in South Africa. They realized who they really were. The happiness they found in who they really were. That's the thing. And that's for most people be like, yo, when after so much achievement, sometimes you just gotta get those achievements for some things, family history, family karma, or generational curses. For those generational curses and stuff, you need to rediscover yourself, right? Know who you are and what you stand for, Shem. As much as I really would want you guys to see my face, driving with a light on when you're driving is a real distraction. But all I can say is that it's always the whole reason why God put us on this earth. To be born without no memory of who we are, to spend our whole lives to discover who we really are. And once you don't discover who you are while you're still alive, you'll be one of those souls that wander around because they haven't really discovered themselves. And they're living through wondering what happened, why this, why that, why this. Because they never worked to rediscover who they are. And when they died without knowing who they really were, they wandered through the earth to look for who they really are. So I am here and hoping that we all have created that beautiful vision for ourselves and we know who we really are. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.